Aries, welcome to your in-depth yours and theirs reading. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous, and Happy New Year's to you. I hope it has been fantastic. I would love to see a continuation of your last reading. That was wonderful. It was brilliant. I love that. If that resonated with you, congratulations. That was great. Straight away, Aries isn't though. That was brilliant. If you haven't seen that one yet, check it out. It's the one from 2 weeks ago. I loved it so much. Now, what's going on, please, for Aries and their person? Show me what I need to see, please. For Aries and their person. Show me Aries and their person, please. Show me Aries and their person. What's going on for Aries and their person? Show me Aries, please. We're going to start with your side of the board, but of course, take it resonates. If it does not, reverse energies as it applies. More so on the yours and theirs reading, as energy interchange and exchange can be rapid, back and forth, all that good stuff, yeah? So again, reverse energies as it applies, etc. With your side, the Lovers, the Hanged Man, the Knights of Cups. You know, that's so funny. I saw that powerful connectivity suspended, I believe, in Sag's video too. Theirs was also powerful, and it had that unique presentation. You're showing me something similar. So my point is, if you have Sag in your chart, check theirs out. Or if you're connected to one, we also have Gemini here. Does not have to be. But we have what looks like a strong connection that's currently neither here nor there. It's looking like it's currently suspended, benched, as I said in Sag's video. And then you're showing me Knights of Cups. Huh? It's like, let there be light. Where there was no activity and no exchange, there might be. We'll see. It's a powerful connection. I know it means a lot to you. All right? It's a beautiful energy. I always do like the love. By the way, people ask me which deck this is all the time. It is one of my increasingly favorites. It's the holographic deck. I don't know the actual name of it, but it's holographic. If you Google it, it's probably on Amazon. But yeah, this is beautiful. I always like how the Lovers is depicted in this one. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's glowing. But it's a glow that's been suspended. Hopefully we're learning. The Hanged Man is meant to be active in that respect of, whoa, time out, I need perspective on this. So it's not meant to be stalemate. And he's not just meant to be hanging there for no rhyme or reason. He's supposed to be learning. Powerfully so. It's not like the Pages, or specifically the Page of Swords, where we're watching but not necessarily learning. The Hanged Man says, I'm trying to learn. That means going upside down. And I'm going to halt all activity until I can gain some perspective or insight on this connection. Knights of Cups. Then there's some fluidity here. There's some opening up. There's some love here being expressed, going outwards. Outside of you, I don't know, coming toward you. It's looking like your energy's going outward. There you go. Surrounding you. The Queen of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. Holy smokes. We got some energy here today, y'all. I don't know that it's new. I don't know that it's an incoming connection or a pre-existing one. But their energy surrounding you says, I'm open. I am open and ready for business. They got some energy too. We got some water fire here. Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. They say they want to. They want a brand new beginning, a brand new opportunity, a new form of investment. They seem to be approaching you, or you two seem to be connecting from a space of passion as well as love. This is someone who has some very strong personal aspects to them. They have a lot of feminine energy. They don't necessarily have to be female, but they're feminine in that respect of loving, caring. They have a little bit of an edge on their personality, a little bit rock and roll, but at the same time tempered with love. So in that respect, they are, of course, very watery, loving, but also fiery, oriented, passionate. That's a nice combination. And Ace of Pentacles resting in between those concepts. So this person's looking like they're presenting their energy or themselves, or the possibility in the general sense of being a new opportunity or a good investment. Even if they're not new, they're still showing me, I'm a good investment. What's between you? Possibly Nine of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Four of Wands. We were not on the same page here at all about our relationship energy, what we were hoping to get from it. And in that resistance of not, in that space of not knowing what this is between you two, there was resistance to it. There was a back and forth pull. You know, there was resistance in that Nine of Wands. We keep trying. Things weren't mixing up. Things weren't changing. And that's because we weren't changing our behaviors, we weren't changing our approach, we weren't changing our energy towards this relationship. And it went on like this for a long time with the Two of Pentacles. In other words, there was no progress. And whatever this was that was between you two, energetically speaking, the real world suffered for it. I do know that you two look like you are bonded. I believe you have some beautiful energy between the two of you. You've even said, I've taken some time out to think about this connection. You do. You have. You have. It's very thoughtful. It's not passive at all, like the Page of Swords. And so we took some necessary time out, a breather, towards what looks like a strong connection. And I believe you're opening back up towards it. It's actually quite lovely on your part. They're showing me a great deal of energy. They have multiple facets to their personality that is just, again, both loving and fiery at the same time. It's quite nice. But between you two is kind of a little history, a back and forth history of not being on the same page, not sharing the same direction, the same sense of devotional energies towards this. What are we building exactly? I don't know. And in that confusing space of I don't know, we're going to block it. We're going to resist it. We're going to put defenses up against this. It's not really a relationship. No, it's not really a relationship. Nah. If somebody's saying it, nah, it's not really a relationship. But, you know, but between the two of you, you're slinging love at each other. You are. It's just not, I don't think it's verbalized, expressed. I'm telling you, the 3D world for some reason suffered and what otherwise looks like a beautiful connection. Let's see your overall. You want to be happy. It's the long and short of it. The sun. You might have some Leo in your chart. And we've already said the signs so far, so let's keep on keeping on. Show me the sun. Show me the sun. Beautiful sun. Ace of Cups underlying. Yeah. Why not? Show me that sun, please. Show me that sun, please. Show me the sun, please, for Aries. Show me the sun, please, for Aries. Show me the sun, please, for Aries. Show me that sun, please, for Aries. You know what's interesting? Your energy, this is what your energy is saying to me right here. I'm trying to understand my lover. I like that. I do. I'm trying to understand my lover. My strong connection, my strong soul bond. The sun. Hey, that's what you're the Hanged Man. Where Hanged Man is and it's interesting to me. You might have some Taurus in your chart. This could be a person, someone highly maternal, productive, etc. So this is what you're telling me. It's like you're showing me two beautifully intoxicating components. These two. Oh my God. These two. Oh yes. To be happy in the sunshine, frolicking with our lover. Love, 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 everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Oh, it's so warm. It's gorgeous, right? Two very strongly oriented elements in tarot, both actively suspended. Interesting. But again, it doesn't look passive. A lot of people use the Hanged Man as a way of just time out. I'm not going to do anything. I don't want to do anything. I'm going to stalemate this thing to death. Just let it go away. If I just suspend it, you're telling me you're trying to understand. You're telling me you're trying to understand. And over here in your personal sense of happiness, we're getting perspective on what makes us happy. Literally. You want to know what's in your sun too, is my point. It's just that, thank you. Thank you. That was exactly the point. Yes, Ace of Swords. That you're trying to understand your happiness too. So you're kind of objectively stepping back, not just stepping back, but going upside down to understand, objectively speaking, what makes you happy. And you're looking at it. It's not passive at all. I love that. It's very straightforward. It's very straightforward. You're in the Devil. You're discerning. This is great. You're learning. I don't want that to freak you out. You're learning. You're literally learning. It's a learning phase. And it's an active phase. That's great. So not only though, in that respect, you have suspended almost all activity that you think or felt was positive, and that includes what you think or felt was negative. And now you're trying to sort stuff out. Everybody thinks they know what would make them happy. And there's things, people, places, situations, circumstances, activities that we are absolutely 100%, we are convicted, just full conviction. That makes me happy. Does it? Or did we just get used to it and we're afraid we can't live without it? And we keep it going by proxy, out of habit. And there's other things that really actually generally would make us happy. But we have yet to discover it. We didn't give it a fair chance. We had to suspend it. We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to learn it. Why does it feel so good and so scary at the same time? It's discernment. You're not actively judging anything. There is no judgment. You suspended judgment. This is a learning process. Where you are in this learning process, I do not know. But it looks like a fairly recent activity where you went upside down for a reason. What makes me happy versus what it is I just might be addicted to, chained to, fearful of. All of it. I wonder what you will learn. Only you will know. You have to apply it to you. Capricorn energy does not have to be some Leo, like I've said. I wonder what it is that you will have learned. That's a hell of a sorting out process, I must say. It doesn't seem impressive. For those impatient Aries, I need to see action. I need to see action. Not that Aries, not today. Not today, not that Aries. This Aries has taken a step back, gone upside down to learn some things. No. No, no, no. We are trying to learn things. What's good for us, what's not good for us. What did we get used to versus what could be in our life. You know? Are you a good witch or are you a bad witch? Something like that. And it's not just dedicated to one person. It's understanding our misgivings. It's understanding our self-deception and how long has that been going on. And kind of saying, here's that Knight of Cups over here. And kind of retroactive quality and reflection. I'm saying this as reflection as part of your learning process. Looking back on that. When did we self-sabotage our heart space, our feelings, our communication of them? How long has that been going on? I really wanted this or did I? It's all part of your discernment process. It's not an accusation, honey, so don't take it as one. This is something, the Aries I'm looking at, you've had a hell of a job trying to figure out, and it's looking like it's happened fairly recently, and you're not done sorting. You're not done sorting. You're not done sorting. You're going through your thoughts. You're going through your feelings. And like I've said, you suspended not just the activity of what you suspect might be good or bad, but also from that perspective of I'm trying to learn. How might I have set myself up for sabotage or failure? And when it comes to love and the expression of it, how long did I allow things to grow and or languish? Did I give it the fair attention? Did I give it a fair shot? Did they give it fair attention or did they give it a fair shot? Did we? Something was growing, but it was neglected. Did I know that? Did I not know that? Did I set myself up for failure by not being able to express myself? And we had a long time to do it, but we didn't. Something like that. Something like that. It's a heck of a process. I want you to continue to go through that. Go at your own pace. Go at your own ease. Go at your own time. All right? Now, this is interesting because it is very active learning. It is very active learning. It is active learning. And it's not going to be the easiest thing to look at. In this process, you're going to have thoughts that jump up that cause you conflict. You're going to have feelings that jump up that cause you conflict. It's a hard thing to look at oneself and say, this is where I screwed up. This is where we screwed up. This is where I could have done better. I probably could have put more of my authentic self into the situation or person. This is where I actively withdrew my emotions or contribution. This is where they did. This is where we did. Right? It takes a strong person to do that. Right? Instead of being like, it's all their fault. 100% on them. So I'm going to cross-watch them to death, hoping one day they'll come around and apologize. A lot of people watch tarot, unfortunately, with that mentality. And that's not what I'm trying to do. And I hope that's not what you're trying to do. So when I say I'm seeing an Aries who's doing some very in-depth work here, we're really getting acquainted with our more uncomfortable thoughts and feelings, our shadow side versus our happy side. That's what that means. So don't rush the process. Take your time. Learn what it is you need to learn because we don't want to repeat our mistakes and you don't want to find yourself in a connection where the same thing's repeated too. regardless if you know this person or not, regardless if they're old or new, I don't care. We don't want to repeat it. That is a form of self-sabotage. Is literally repeating established patterns is a form of self-sabotage. We had ample time to see how something was growing, and we could have changed the course of that growth, but we didn't, as it relates to our emotional expression. Okay? You, them, the both of you. Okay? Show me the lovers, please. Show me the lovers. Show me the lovers, please. Uh-oh. Show me the lovers. Show me the lovers, please. We are our own biggest projects because we never stop learning about ourselves, you know? And it takes a strong-willed person, and Aries, I do believe you are that strong-willed person, to look at this situation. What does it mean to you? How is it expressed? Why you suspended it? Why it was necessary? What can we learn from it? What part did we play in it? Etc. Okay? It takes a strong-willed person. So again, if you're that Aries or you're that cross-watcher who's like, and they need to blah, 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 that's not going to happen, and it's not going to help you, and that's not going to help you grow as a person. So, bye. I'm looking at an Aries who wants to actually do the real work, I believe. Show me the lovers, please. Show me the lovers, please. Show me the lovers, please. Justice, balance, reciprocity, Six of Wands, strength, yes. Yes. In your estimation, this strong connection felt good to you both. I think you are correct. I have every reason to believe that you are correct in this respect. The energy between you two felt like we both feel the same way. Yes, you are correct. You did both feel the same way, 100%. You both had very strong feelings for each other. True. The representation might have come off as a little bit surface, as a little bit superficial. But for the most part, yes. On the surface, you two expressed very similar energies. I'm kind of into you, you're kind of into me, and it's both obvious, right? For the both of us. This part, we know. This part, we know with confidence. And it made you feel, and this is where somebody's energy breaks off and becomes individual strength. It made somebody here, you, them, very, God, it just made you feel good. Made you feel strong, right? Made you want to prance and show off a little bit, like Leo the lion, okay? Some of you might have some Leo in your chart. It just made you want to come out and prance and to dance and show off a little bit, you know. And that's a good energy. It's not bad. It's not an accusation. That's just what happens when two people vibe correctly on the surface, where it's visible and it's obvious. So you're telling me it's a very, very strong connection. And Christina, I genuinely feel that we both shared very similar experiences in terms of attraction and be able to express that attraction. We had good conversation. We were able to balance up well. And it made me feel good. It made me feel strong. It made me feel pride. Somebody here has that distinguishing feature. But yes, it was a connection that felt really good to you both at the same time on the surface. We must remember that Six of Wands, while it is good, well, it feels like a good energy booster, that's exactly what it is. It's energy booster. It's on the front. It's on the surface, right? But if we can't dig past that, we're not going to have a deeper connection. Or we're going to end up taking our deeper connection for granted if all we do is just kind of glide on that lovely, beautiful surface energy where everything is easy and obvious. But yes, you're right. I agree with you. The exchange felt real because it was. You both had that feel-good energy towards each other in that moment. Okay. Show me the Hanged Man, please. Show me that Hanged Man, please. Show me that Hanged Man. Show me that Hanged Man, please. Yeah, no shit. I couldn't tell. I know. Show me the Hanged Man. That was the Six of Cups for those of you who are not familiar with the card. Yes, I know. It was a suspended soul bond. I know. But we had to take time out. We needed to look at it. King of Wands. Passion remains, but so too did the confusion. You're telling me it got suspended by you, by them, I don't know. You both entered, it looks like, into a space of non-activity. And somebody here said, well, I'm overthinking my feelings for this situation or person, therefore, ergo, I must not have any feelings at all. And so Eight of Swords is self-imposed. It's just another form of self-sabotage. Eight of Swords suggests I'm overthinking my feelings, and if that's the case, I must not have feelings at all. No, that's not true. You did. You have the passion for this. You had the energy for this, but somebody here, I don't mean to be you, but somebody here said, I don't have feelings for this situation, and that's because we overthought it to death. Okay. When you overthink your feelings, when you insist upon confusion, when you say, I can't see it, I can't see it, I can't see it, I can't see it, you're going to create the case for yourself to genuinely believe you have no feeling for this. You might even be like, fuck it, I'm glad I don't have I'm glad I'm not emotionally attached to this. I do see you trying to suspend that level of thinking, and I see you trying to suspend that assumption that I don't have any feelings. So again, you're trying to look at it instead of push it away, which is good. I believe you had that tendency, at least when it comes to this connection, to push it away emotionally, because on the surface, or when you get past the surface, I should say, the surface was easy for you too. But once you push past that surface, that's where things got real confusing. And that was self-imposed confusion. The feelings were there, they always were, but we overthought them to the point that we felt that maybe we didn't have any feelings at all. That old chestnut, right? So now we got Hanged Man on this. We're actively looking at this. Was I really overthinking my feelings? Was it really straightforward? Did I really have feelings for this, or did I not? So it's kind of going like that on a merry-go-round, but it's looking like it's a merry-go-round that's trying to serve a purpose. You're trying to look at it. You know, the feelings there, were they more than I thought, or were they less than I thought? I want to push past that. I want to see more of what you've learned. Show me more of what you learned, please. Show me more of what Aries has learned. Again, reverse anytist applies. I'm not trying to piss anyone off. It's just real tarot is real life. Okay? It's not about good guys versus bad guys. Too much of that thinking. Sometimes it is a straight up bad guy. And if it's a bad guy, why are you watching? Why do you care? Move on. You wouldn't be confused about moving on if this was genuinely a bad person. Okay. That's what you're trying to figure out. My feelings for this, were they wrong or were they right? You know? This connection, was it wrong or was it right? My feelings for it, was it wrong or was it right? Was I over confusing myself because I didn't want to see it? That's all what I'm looking at today. We're trying to learn. I'm trying to push past that confusion though. Healing, Hermit, Judgment, Queen of Wands. There is that sense that when I feel better, I'll know what to do. Good. Okay, we'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, absolutely. I'll take that. You might have some Virgo in your chart, not the point. You might be a double, triple fire. You might have more complex fire in your chart, such as Leo or Sag in there too. But the idea is just like, I'll know what to do over time and when I've healed. And I can have confidence in that. And as time continues to pass, and you look at the situation, you learn from it, you heal, your energy becomes, well, you match this person a little bit on that frequency. I can't say I'm surprised, but your energy still, it feels more confident than where it was. You've got some massive healing here. And you'll say you know what to do in time. Now's not the time. But in time, you're telling me I trust myself to know what to do in time. When I have a better grip on what the heck happened here. Show me that Knight of Cups, please. So trust yourself, trust the process. I told you this wasn't passive, it's active learning. It is active learning of our lover, of ourselves. Is it good for me? Is it bad for me? If it was bad for me, you wouldn't be watching this. Move on with your life. Okay? Because you're like, on the surface, I know we matched, Christina. I know we did. I know we matched on the surface. I know we both felt good in each other's company. I know that. Was there a deeper meaning to this? Because sometimes I get so confused about my feelings, it's like I don't feel things at all. And maybe you even convinced yourself at some point that you didn't have any... That's what happened, isn't it? At some point you convinced yourself you didn't have any feelings towards this situation other than what was superficial on the surface. Time has passed and it's proven otherwise. That's why you're making that imperative point to me. It was the same. I know it was the same. Yes? That means by that reasoning, when you felt more, so did they. But we didn't want to see that. It was kind of safer to remain emotionally distant from this, even though that's not what you wanted to do. This energy alone, by its own right, says you two should have gone deeper. This alone suggests you two should have gone deeper. You're supposed to. Why? There's 1,000 reasons why. Pick one. Apply it to you as you see fit. I just know that as time passes, you're going to feel better about this. And what to do. And what direction, it will take. You will either communicate with that lover or you won't. Again, if you're the Aries that has determined they are the absolute demon and devil, then you don't need to be here. It's done. It's gone. Bye. Don't take offense where none is intended. I never advocate connecting or reconnecting with anyone that is a straight up asshole, because they will continue to be. And that's what you're learning. That's the Aries I'm looking at that you're learning. Was this a bad situation or not? Because it turns out maybe I was a little happier with this situation and our connection than I understood initially. And it wasn't until it was suspended that we could start seeing it. And sometimes that needs to happen. Yes, absolutely. Knight of Cups, please. Show me that Knight of Cups, please. I get so much kickback when I see the possibility of learning, growing, and connectivity. It's like, what? Don't you want to learn? Don't you want to grow? Don't you want to reconnect with somebody that you want to reconnect with? And if they're so bad, why are you here? Stop watching. You don't need to worry about them anymore. They're not your job anymore. 3 of Wands, 10 of Wands, Ace of Cups. Your energy is strenuous. For some reason, you're showing me strain. But nevertheless, I must insist you are approaching the heart space and you are trying to put your emotions out there. So I don't know if you're ready in the future to put your cup out there. You're still showing me a lot of stress around this issue. I know that you want to try. Energetically speaking, you very much want to try. That Knight of Cups wants to come out and express himself. But I have to say, between this set of cards, it's an improvement compared to where you were in this situation or connection. Okay? If, however, you find it such a laborious activity to really connect with your heart space and you still have a hard time expressing yourself, saying, these are my feelings, this is what's in my heart, and I don't want you to do it. Okay? But here's what's interesting. You're showing me 3 of Wands. You anticipate that this is going to be hard for you in the future. That's what's interesting. You're telling me you would like to open up. Apparently there's some dog drama in the neighborhood. Why not? You know how it is when one starts and the other ones kick off in the neighborhood? That's what's going on right now. So you're telling me in the future you actually anticipate to try to express yourself, but you still kind of dread it in that respect, that you think it's going to be hard. You're telling me this is really hard, Christina. This is really hard. This is really hard. So if it's that hard, I don't want you to do it. If it feels bad, I don't want you to do it. But if it's something that you feel you need to do, then I want you to do it. And that means you have to push past yourself. You got to figure out which one you are. This is someone who is either worth opening up towards, an expression of love, or I find it too damn hard and I best leave it alone. And yet I have to insist, the Aries I'm looking at, there's a certain level of anticipation in you in doing this. Time seems to be coming up for you. I don't know why, but it seems to be coming up for you. To express the heart space. It's kind of weighing on you, and that's one of the things that's adding to your stress. You feel the weight of it, having to open up your heart. It's requiring a level of vulnerability that wasn't back here, that's being identified as self-sabotage. My not being able to express myself when I had all this time to do it, was that a form of self-sabotage, and where the hell was that coming from? Exactly. I'd like to push past that 10 of Wands and see more about where it's that anticipation, like I can feel it coming, and the strain of it. The strain of it is coming. And here's the thing, honey. I don't want you to force yourself to do anything that you don't want to do, but the thing is that you do. You do want to express yourself emotionally to this person and from the heart. You don't get much more sincere than the Ace of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is meant to speak from the heart. He always should. And it's almost like you feel a strain to open up because you want to, but also there's that Ten of Wands in you that's pulling back some of the energy. What is this? What is this Ten of Wands, please? What is this Ten of Wands, please? The Chariot. Oh, honey. Oh. 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 Oh, that's where it's coming from. Shut up. You can't make Aries, you can't. You fuck off. King of Pentacles too. I knew you had Earth in your chart. I knew it. Oh. I'm not saying you're slow. What I'm saying you have a certain way of doing things. You have a certain process that says, I need reassurance. I understand. King and Queen of Pentacles, it's all about security. So a big chunk of that boils down to reassurance. Okay. This person and how you want to approach them to build, it weighs on your heart so heavily because you want it to be easier. You want it to be easier. And I'll tell you why. You want to know why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because this part was easy. When you connected with them on the surface, this part was easy. Wasn't it? I'm into you, you're into me. We both know it. Yeah, we both know it. We know what's up. Feelings? No, we're not going to talk. We don't need to talk about feelings. We know what's up. Oh. Yeah, like I said, this connection was meant to go deeper in order to sustain it. You're not wrong. You both had that equal exchange. Okay? You two got a little high on each other's energy. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll have you know it's a good feeling. But it was meant to go deeper, yes. And I asked, why is that strain in your heart to come forward? Because it's like I said, hey, it's no joke. It's better than where you came from. Knowing you had all that time to express yourself and you didn't, or the both of you didn't, or they didn't, somebody didn't. Okay, I don't care. Whatever. The point is that you took a lot of time out to learn about it. And it's like there's a dread in you to express yourself. You feel like you need to. You feel like the time is coming. And I want to know where that strain is coming from is because there's just so much in your heart. There's just so much in your heart. There's so much in your heart that has so much beautiful intention behind it. There's just so much that weighs in your heart when it comes to this person, and I don't think half of it was ever expressed. You know, it stayed up here, where things were nice and safe and easy and flirtatious, and the energy was like, and it was just so delicious between two people. Easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Right there on the surface. See? Easy. There was a point where it was supposed to go further under. It didn't. Activity got suspended. And we're looking at this as the King of Wands. It's you. Time out. I need perspective. Was I overthinking this? Did I really allow myself to think or feel that I wasn't emotionally attached? Because I'm starting to suspect strongly that that was wrong. You're right. That's where you were at the time. I'm not saying you were wrong. And cross-watchers, be careful with your comments. It's not that Aries was wrong. It's just we learn what we learn sometimes at different times in life. Not everything is obvious. That's what I'm saying. People take this for granted. I know it makes me happy. Do you? A lot of people get themselves stuck in shit they're not happy with at all, but they insist that they need it. That doesn't mean they're happy. That just means it's in my life and I'm used to it. That doesn't mean we love it. Everybody thinks they know it would make them happy. This Aries doesn't. You are presented with happiness, but it also caused you conflict simultaneously. It pulled you into a bad space of fear. So much so that we didn't know how to emotionally express ourselves to this person. And that's how things got kind of shot in the footy. Okay? We had all this time, but we didn't take advantage of it. Now we're looking at that. You're learning. You're learning fast, too. I'll say this, you are learning fast. I want to know where that strain was coming from. That strain comes from the weight that is in your heart, that so much resides in there, and wanting and desiring so much more, that you know is the product of this connection, or could be the product of this connection. They do represent a new start, a strong one, one full of love, conviction, strength of will. A lot of love here, but also the desire so much to be so bold as to say those words. That's where the strain comes from. How the fuck do I offer all that? How do I express this? How do I express that, Christina? Tell me how to express. You want to be useful? You want to be a helpful tarot reader? Tell me how I'm supposed to express this. Because it's in my heart constantly, but that doesn't mean it's easy. How do I say that? Seems to me everything you need to know to say is right there. Let's jump on over to this person. Okay, they do reflect back portions of your energy, so I know in many ways you two share similar feeling. I have every reason to believe this person's water fire. You two share overlapping fire themes. You have some Cancer in your chart as well as some Earth. I'm fucking convinced of it. You have a multi-directional elemental compass. Sometimes you're pulled in this way, sometimes you're pulled this way, sometimes you're pulled this way. Okay, I think. Show me that Queen of Wands, please. Show me this person, please. Show me this person. Show me this person. Show me this person. Show me this Queen of Wands, please. Show me this Queen of Wands. I think on the surface, to you, this person is very beautiful and or passionate. But on the inside, they actually have a very full cup. Show me this Queen of Wands, please. Yeah, see, they had some sorting to do, too. Wasn't just you. Some of that Queen of Wands, please. Four of Pentacles, they hold on to you. They hold on to you. Do I need to go further? They hold on to you. Right there. You two are making this very easy for me. It isn't. It's complicated. The complication kicks in when we insist we know what we want, and in fact, turns out we were wrong. Like I said, everybody thinks they know what they want or who they would love, until the universe checks our arrogance and our pride and says, yeah, I know that's what you think. Here's this person. Prepare to be mind blown. You're welcome. And the universe can and will check our ass with that kind of energy. Oh, you think you know what's up? You think you know what's up? About love, life, you've already written all that off. You think you know who you love. You think you know who you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with. You think you know what's going to happen or what's not going to happen. Okay. Check that one out. Have fun with that. You two pulled each other in case there was any confusion here. They hold on to you. They do. Even if you two are separated, I promise you they hold on to you. They have very strong feeling for you as well. It wasn't just you. You already knew that, though. You told me that on your opening. We have a similar exchange. I know that they do too. You're right. You're right. But that similar surface exchange did not compensate for what wasn't expressed. I'm going to point that out right now. And again, cross watchers, check yourselves. That's right. That's right. You tell that, Aries. How about you tell that, Aries? I'm talking about real people here and real experiences. And again, things aren't always as obvious as people think they should be or believe they should be. Life is not obvious. It's fucking complicated. And anyone who doesn't know that, I'm sorry, you haven't lived life. Everybody thinks they know it's black and white, clear as crystal. No, that was the whole point of being challenged. Spirit's like told the two of you, oh, you think you know what's up? You're going about your business. You're going about your business. You think you don't need to change. You don't think you need to change? Have fun. And it's not to be a dick. The universe isn't trying to be a dick. They're trying to deliver unto us the best people in our lives. To challenge us, to make us grow, to make us choose. That's why. So yes, these connections are a pain in the ass. Oh yeah. I have my own little fun version of this. Not everybody does. That's true. Soul bonds are very, very common. We can have many, many in this lifetime. Family, friends, all that. Fucking work colleagues. But a double lover's connection where you two are bouncing off each other. Not everybody gets to experience that. Okay. Knights of Pentacles, their energy's not moving on anytime soon. So even if you two physically are not connected in the 3D, I have not seen much evidence of that. There was the opportunity for deeper connectivity in the past. It was slow growing. The emotional expression was not good. It ran contrary to the goal. But again, we didn't understand what we wanted, so how could we speak to it? This person's energy is not moving on anytime soon. They are still very, very fundamentally attached to you, spiritually, emotionally, etc. And if you're a cross-watcher, you're going to take offense to that. It's either true, and you don't want to admit it, or it isn't, in which case, why are you here? There you go. Yeah, their energy is not moving on anytime soon. They have slowly moved their energy, true, physically in the 3D in another direction, but they're still very much tied to you. Right there. Okay. They don't want to exit. They don't want to exit. It's like they're there, but they're not. They don't want to exit. What put you two in suspension, I don't know. Does it matter? Or yes, actually it does matter. We had to learn things. Some of the Ace of Pentacles, please. They're part of your heart process. In that respect, you find it a strain to express what's in your heart, which is real and valid and honest. They represent that portion. Ace of Pentacles, please. Some of the Ace of Pentacles, please. Some of the Ace of Pentacles, please. 16. Yeah, so that's who they are. You're hilarious, Spot. Yes, so this is who they are. They're very passionate. They're still very passionate. You still interpret their energy as being hot as hell, or they're fiery and hot-headed like you are, or they're just as obstinate and stubborn and as you are, or that hasn't changed. They have not changed. And that's why they're still a good investment. Their energy is telling me it's consistent. It always has been. It's just your two's interpretation of the connections where things got all fucked up. Specifically the expression in it. But this person hasn't changed. That's one of the things you love about them. They piss you off and they attract you at the same time. Isn't it piss you off isn't bad? But they represent the complexity of life, as we were discussing. They represent the ultimate complexities of the unknown, the mysterious, the person that's the outsider. I'm attracted to them, and there's no reason why I should be. So much so, I'm confused about my own feelings for this situation or person. They represent all that beautiful, natural complexity that is sweet, easy, straightforward, and hasn't changed. They still have a very huge regard for this connection between you two. They are still very much bonded to you. They're still very much attracted to you, by the way. And yes, they still represent a good opportunity and commitment and investment. Life path stuff, you know. Their energy remains the same. To say you two are soul bonded is an understatement. To say you're soul bonded is an understatement, honey. You know? For some of you, by the way, June/Gemini season, no, that's not quite right. Late May to late June, so yeah, it could be late May to late June, then late June to late July, so that's Gemini, Cancer. So yeah, again, if you have some, summer was a reference there too. Yeah, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Might be important time frames. Somebody here has that King of Pentacles energy, and I do believe it's you. Anything else, please? They still very much love you. They're still very much attracted to you. Like I said, their energy is not going anywhere anytime soon. It lingers still. Even as they move forward, they have a very strong attachment to you. Yeah. I mean, it's no surprise to me. Yeah. I think you two are very much alike. Love song, The Cure. Love song, The Cure. Which we all know I'm a Cure fan. I will always love you. No matter how far away, no matter how long I stay, no matter what words I say, I will always love you. You know. It doesn't matter if you two are separated or not talking. I see the blockage, that blockage based on confusion. Do we have something here or do we not? Do we have a relationship here or do we not? Etc. No matter how long I stay, no matter what words I say, I will always love you. You know? And they would like to take action toward you. But they don't see how. 8 of Swords. They're telling me I would love to take action towards Aries, but I don't know how, and I don't see how. It's funny, when they show me 8 of Swords, they show me confusion in regards to action. When you show me 8 of Swords, it's in confusion in regards to your feelings. They said they don't know how to take action towards you, but they would in a heartbeat if they felt that they knew how. Because the bond for them is very, very strong and very, very real. But they say, I don't know how to take action towards Aries. I don't know how to communicate towards Aries. I can feel Aries. I can always feel Aries. Okay. Show me this Queen of Cups, please. Show me this Queen of Cups, please. Show me this Queen of Cups. Show me this Queen of Cups. The feeling for them isn't the problem. They know that they love you. That was never an issue for this person. And I knew they had strong feelings for you. They knew how deep the connection was for them. The feelings for this person was never an issue. It was like, how do I take action towards Aries? I don't see how. I don't know that I can. This person tends to take action. But when it comes to you, it's like I'm stumped. Their energy looks at you wondering if you will ever come. They're sad. I don't know that they're waiting on you, but a part of them looks backwards over their shoulder like that, wondering if you will ever connect with them again in that space. They feel like it's not their place to take action, or they don't know how. So they stopped. Something like that. They have a full heart space for you. Like I said, they were never confused about their feelings for you. You were confused about your feelings for them. That's being rectified. Okay? You're feeling very strongly coming towards this person. And it's one of the things you associate with strain, despite the fact that you actually have a great deal of your heart for this person. So you're getting past your point of confusion. It's like you two are switching places. It is like you two are switching places. When they go into the headspace, they wonder if they'll ever see you again. They wonder if you're happy. They hope that you are. They have a great deal of feeling for you. But where their feelings for you used to be so accessible and they knew exactly who they were with you or what they felt for you, they get into their headspace too much. You know. Can I push past this, please? And they wonder if you'll ever make an appearance on their horizon again. They do not seem to know. And they don't know how to work their way towards you. Not in a way that makes sense. Not in their eyes. Seven of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune. Things will change. By the time you get into this space of recognition of what's in your heart and what it is you would like to express, time will have passed. You two are kind of in a faraway segment currently. I will try to do a time check, but I can tell you right now it's kind of irrelevant. It's going to be further out. Seven of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, things are going to slowly change and open up into a place of commitment between you two. Just not right now. A part of them wants to see you again. They hope to see you again, but they also feel like it's not their place to come forward. Their reasons are their reasons. And I think a part of you knows that too. That's one of the reasons why you look out on the horizon. They had a Three of Wands. So do you. You're looking out on the horizon with strain in your heart, knowing that there's something you'd like to express to this person, but you can't. What your heart wants to express is a great deal. They want to know if you'll ever come back around again, and they also accept that you may not. They accept that you may not. This process of if you ever get into that space of wanting to open up your heart towards this person and bring forth all that beautiful energy that when I push past your stress would like to express itself naturally, fluidly, easily. It's going to require some time and patience. That's what I'm saying. I don't think when they're looking out for you and sad by the fact that you're not there and they can't come to you, or they feel like it's not their place, I don't see them doing this. It's more like a sigh. A sigh for thinking of you and what could have been, or what they felt for you. And they also accept the fact there's a good chance you will never be on the horizon again. Time will pass. How much I don't know, but a fair amount. Before you can get to this space, let's talk about it. Let's do it. Let's see that shared energy. Show that Nine of Wands, please. The blockage, the frustration, doing the same thing over and over again. The behavior's not changing, always en route to the same predictable, frustrating outcome between you two. It went on like this for a long time. So yeah, one of you, both of you, is going to get burnt out. I can kind of see their hands off when it comes to you. Strong feeling for you. They always knew this. They always knew that. But they've also kind of gone like this, hands up. It's interesting, they have such a strong personality, but when it comes to you, they have such strong feelings, but they're like, I have no way to execute those feelings. So I'm kind of resigned, is what their energy is telling me. It's not my place. It's kind of like that. I have a big heart for Aries, but it's not my place. Hands up. Show me that Nine of Wands, please. Show me that Nine of Wands. Show me that Nine of Wands. Show me that Nine of Wands, please. Yeah, that Hanged Man can take a minute. That Hanged Man can take a minute. Doesn't matter how strong your connectivity is. Time takes what time takes. Two of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles. Back and forth in this. You two had a little behavior pattern like this for a long time. We resisted the connection, but tried to give it something. We resisted the connection, we tried to give it something. We resisted the connection, but we tried to give it something. So whatever caused the big giant pause between you two is just simply the result of this. The connectivity was small, and it was confusing and frustrating. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Somebody here represents that energy of being kind of free, independent, strong-willed, stands on their own 2 feet. Someone who's kind of classically single. King of Pentacles, and someone else has that energy. I believe that's you. So this is literally what happened between the two of you. And it was felt on both sides to some extent, yes. You both felt the repetition and the frustration of the repetition of doing the same thing over and over again with no different results to show for it. One of you is this, one of you is this. You both experienced the same thing at the same time. So in that respect, Aries, you were correct. You both experienced the ease and the beauty of a rapid connectivity on the surface. You also, too, both felt the frustration of the real world. You say over here on the surface, Christina, it was super easy. We connected fast. It was easy. It was back and forth. I know it wasn't just me. You're right. It wasn't just you. It was the both of you. So too was this. You both played into this. We're just doing the same thing over and over. We don't really build upon our world. We don't emotionally express ourselves to each other. What are we doing? You both partook in this. So just like you both got that lovely surface level connectivity where it was fast, but nothing deeper happened, so too was the frustration felt between you. Show me more of that Two of Pentacles, please. Show me more of that Two of Pentacles, please. Show me more of that Two of Pentacles. They're really trying to point out to me how you both experienced the same thing. You are, however, the one who's being shown perspective at this time. Their feelings for you are always clear. The only time they hesitated is how to take action towards you, because a big part of them said it's not up to me. They think about you a great deal. And while they have a full heart and they have their own life they're living, a part of them wonders if you're happy. And if you'll ever be on their horizon again. I'm not saying they're obsessed over you. I'm not saying they have sleepless nights. What I'm saying is, even though their energy is quite capable and mature, they just feel strongly connected to you. No matter what form this relationship takes, they feel strongly tied to it. I'm not saying it's good or bad. Somebody here would like to open up towards that love. Show me. Show me that Two of Pentacles, please. The Empress, Ace of Cups, strength. The same person who provokes that sense of strength, they make me feel strong, they make me feel pride, they make me feel so strong. This person makes you feel so fucking strong. Oh my God, what is that? What is that? They make you feel so strong. They make you feel so strong. Yeah, a strong sense of pride, like they understand you. They're very gentle with you. They were never harsh with you. They were never harsh with you. You're saying their energy was always soft towards me, or was always feminine towards me. It never pushed on you. It never made demands on you. It accepted you for the way you were, and it made you feel very good. They just wanted you to be your best self. They brought out a lot of your natural strength energy. If you have Leo in your chart, check theirs out. And there they are again. And the boldness that is your heart space. We acted like we didn't know who this was to us. They were there the whole time. This is how it played out in the real world. Okay? You both experienced it, but it wasn't acknowledged. This is how it played out in your emotions, in your spirit, and your sex. Now, I'm not saying you two might have actually been sexual. What I'm saying is the sensualities here as well as that strength of pride, the physical, the appreciation of one's appearance was here as well, but also was the love. 3D, energetic. You two are so much alike at the same place at the same time, including the negative and the difficult as well as the positive. And yet we were like, oh, I can't see it. I can't see it. I don't know that they're my person. I don't know that I have feelings for this person. What? No way. Show me that Four of Wands, please. Show me that Four of Wands, please. Show me that Four of Wands, please. Show me that Four of Wands. I don't know. There's so much beauty that exists between you two. The acceptance of each other's personalities. The both of you are complicated. The both of you are strong-willed. But I will say this. Oh, my knee just popped. Did you just hear that? Ooh. I've been putting in some overtime at the gym. I'll tell you what. My knee just went... Oh boy, that felt good. Excuse me. The Four of Wands, King of Cups, there they are again. Page of Pentacles, King of Wands. You two. You two. And so the seed of hope is planted once more. A sigh for the lovers and everything that they represent. There's faith in it still. Yes, indeed. I believe in the lovers, I do. Very much so. I wish more people did. I don't mean twin flames. I mean the lovers, the choice. In old school tarot, the lovers, before the lovers was called the lovers, it was called the choice, rightfully so. And I say it all the time, but it just goes over most people's heads. In one ear, it's out the other. It's easily forgotten. It's a choice. The lovers is a choice. We must choose it, or it will not choose us back. Now, here's the thing. I'm not seeing the world. I'm not seeing death. Right? We're past that. I don't know how to explain it because I didn't see it, but I just know we're past it. We're past that point of exit. We're now in a space of learning. For whoever Aries this is speaking to, this is not a fresh death. This is not a fresh walk away. That's already happened. It's already happened. And now we're in that space of processing. We're learning. This situation, did it bring out the best in me or did it bring out the worst? Perhaps. Most likely Aries, it was both. The lovers is the choice, which means it's going to be challenging. It's not an easy choice. It's not just when you go down the grocery store. Here, our local grocery store in Texas, or at least in Austin, is called H-E-B. I just go down to H-E-B and pick up another one of these. That's easy. It requires no thought. It's repetition. We're talking about a real choice, the one that makes us really get confrontational with ourselves and strengths and weaknesses. What's good for us, what's wrong for us, and it makes us challenge everything we thought we knew. Like I said, the universe has that way of being like, oh, were you really so arrogant in this life that you thought you knew what was up? Let me prove you wrong real quick. Let me show you what you've been missing. And so the universe, not just you, but the both of you. They challenge the both of you in that respect. It's like, let me show you two numbskulls what you've been missing. You thought you had your shit worked out? You thought you had your shit worked out? Surprise! Choose. You think it's so fun? You think it's so easy? Choose. And it's not the universe trying to fuck with you. It's just like, oh, you really thought this is what life was about? No, it's not done. It's not done at all. There's so much more you could be doing in this life and having such strong connections with. And it means getting very confrontational with ourselves. So yeah, I often see exit energy and also re-entry energy surrounding the lovers constantly. So you two are showing me neither exit, but you are showing me cooperation somewhere in the future. And so the beginnings of a relationship unfold, but this time the investment's a little more serious than when you two last connected. The Two of Pentacles crap is gone. The Nine of Wands thing is gone. It's actually fresh energy between you two. There you are again, and there they are again. Over Four of Wands. I'm not saying as soon as you reconnect with this person you're getting married. What I'm saying is As soon as you two get back into that position of getting reestablished, this time we actually start putting some real practical energy into a real constructing relationship, one that we can recognize. None of this confusing back and forth. They mean a lot to me. No, they don't. They mean a lot to me. No, they don't. I have big feelings for them. No, I don't. We're doing something together. No, we're not. We're putting energy into this. No, we're not. That crap seems to stop in the future. They want to know if they'll ever see you again. Yes, they still look out for you and your energy, and it's very wistful, and it's a sign in this person's heart. But they're strongly stamped with a sense of maturity. They seem to have let this connection left up to time. I was like, what else can they do? They've already told me they didn't know how to take action towards you, so they stopped. Okay. So my point is that this is neither over, it's not quite re-beginning yet. You're somewhere in the middle with all that hanged man energy. Perspective. Learning. We need learning. We need time. The both of you do. But it is quite beautiful to see you two numbskulls trying to get a real crack at this. Speaking of which, let's do some time checks, yeah? Heavy references to Gemini season as well as Taurus season. I'm not necessarily convinced, however. Sorry, don't shoot the messenger, but if you must, you must. Time will have passed a little bit more than a couple of seasons. You know, the Seven of Pentacles there? In other words, not tomorrow. And I'm not necessarily convinced that it's going to be in the next couple of months. I don't know. I'm sorry, that's the realities of it. This is not a quick fix thing. There is a part of you in future where you are terrified, but 100% pulled towards expressing yourself and everything that you have to offer. It's almost scary for you to put yourself out there like that towards this person. For some of you, it was a Scorpio. Yeah. Somebody here killed the reconnection or the connectivity, but they hold on, so it could very well be a Scorpio. Somebody here was, there it is, that blindness again. Having strong feelings for you, but nowhere to go. Or there was no expression. Page of Cups was in the reverse. We're connecting, but there's no expression between us. I understand. Yeah, it was supposed to go beyond surface a long time ago. You're not wrong. You both felt it, but so too did you both feel this frustration. And it was on this loop, this closed loop. It sucks because the infinity loop is meant to be our benefit. Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands, there's the blockage, Knight of Swords. All right, there's a good chance then that this person, they said they didn't know how to take action towards you. They still don't. They still strongly feel you. They still strongly very much love you and have attraction towards you, but they said they don't know how to take action towards you, so they just stopped. They most likely imposed a blockage. I do believe this is them. It could be you. It's kind of irrelevant. I don't really care. Getting a little bit of a backstory here. They focused on their Ten of Pentacles. They focused on their Ten of Pentacles. The 28th for some of you might be terribly important. That's the absolute truth. Okay, so when can we... I need a solid point of reference. Dead center reading. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, please. For some of you, not till 2 years. I don't know what to tell you. For some of you, not till 2 years. Show me this. And again, I'm not telling you to wait. I'm not saying... In fact, the Aries I'm looking at, you're not waiting. You're gaining perspective. And the person who's cross-watching, if you're disgusted by that, that's... I don't know what to tell you. Time in tarot is real, just like it is in the human experience. Okay? Ace of Pentacles. Show me this Ace of Pentacles, please. Yeah. It's something about this person's passion towards you. They have a huge heart space. They recognize the bond. There it is again. The truth is still brewing for you. Hanged Man at the Ace of Swords. There is a part of this person, though, that was so into you. They said or did things that they wouldn't with anyone else. They're very private. Queen of Pentacles, the World, the Emperor, 3 Cups. That's a lot of... Someone here is not done cycling through something else. It's a very rough translation. Someone here is not done cycling. They're still very comfortable in their current energy. Okay. I believe it's you because you're showing me you're not being rushed, nor should you be. I don't want you to. You need to learn what you need to learn and process what you need to process, and time is different for everybody. Just do remember your lessons back here about shooting ourselves in the foot in regards to time. But we're still somebody's still very comfortable processing this from afar. They're in the comfort of their own home and in their own space. And there's something here that has not shifted yet in the world before we can open up as Emperor and kind of stand in our power and claim reconnection, 3 Cups. In other words, this is not the time. We're still very much set in our ways and our comfort zone, and we're kind of gathering intel, being quiet, taking care of ourselves, that kind of thing. And only then when we come out of that stage can we enter in as the Emperor, you. And you kind of go out there claiming quite boldly that 3 of Cups. I have no idea how long that process would take. I mean, I could tell you Aries season. I don't know. I really do not know, love. 3 months from now, so that would put us thereabouts. Thereabouts. Okay. You're telling me this person snuck away from you. Okay. Yeah, I saw that over here as well. It's looking like they blocked it from their point of view. They blocked it consciously and willfully because they said they didn't know how to take action towards you. They wanted to, but they couldn't see a way that was feasible or made sense. The kind of action that didn't just involve connectivity, like 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, like where they could express their feelings and passion towards you. They've shown me that repeatedly. They have water and fire towards you and a very high regard of the connection with you. So despite themselves, no matter what they did, how they cut it off, snuck away, were they a bitch, an asshole, I don't know. The thing is, it was because they had no way to express themselves to you. That's why. A lot of feeling, and it had nowhere to go. For some reason, they're telling me when it comes to their big feelings, they had no way to carry it out. They had no way to express it to you verbally or physically. That's why. So yes, at 4 of Swords, they are being resting. They are being quiet. Yes, there's a good chance they're the ones who snuck away. But I have to insist, you too experience the same thing. That sure kind of quick fire surface level connectivity, but also the deeper issue of it was going nowhere. Not in the real world, not where it counts. So again, when I say this is not going to change overnight because we're actively suspending to get information, to see it from a different perspective, that's what that means. And I do believe this is you. You are here. You are demanding. You're being quite firm, like that masculine firm, like I don't take no for an answer over here. I ain't taking no for an answer. So you will be standing sometime in the future in your power and saying, I want to reconnect firmly. Like I know what's up, I know what I'm doing, just not right now. Right now you're being comfortable and you are looking at this connection from as many sides as possible. You know, it's funny, you're wondering if this situation, person, or connection was a good witch or a bad witch. That's the only real big difference between you two. They never doubted it. They always loved you. Always had passion for you. Said there's nothing they could do or say to express it, that you would believe it. So they stopped. That's the only thing. Otherwise, you two were par for course. You two were par for fucking course. Course 1, course 2, course 3, course 4, you name it. Par for fucking course. That's the only big difference. They never doubted your goodness, or their love for you, or their passion for you. Not once, but several times. It's like, I can't tell Aries that, I can't express it, I can't... There's so many things they just want. This person... There's so much they wanted to say or do for you, or I should say, to you. But they couldn't. They always felt they had to keep that part in check. Again, that's another reason why they kind of... The frustration was just too real. So that's the only real big difference between you two. The 23rd, for some of you, what might be important of what month I do know. It could be literally your Aries season. King of Wands. Yeah, there's that passion again. There's that intensity. For some of you, less than a year, just like what I saw in Sag's message. Oh, God. I can't pinpoint it, guys. I can't. I'm trying, and I just can't. This process is not going to be overnight. All I know is that somebody is currently, and I believe this is you, is in your comfort zone, being protective, being quiet, okay, protecting yourself, your energy, and then when something shifts in your world with the world, will you stand in your power and kind of all but demand a reconnection with this person? And then I do believe this is when we see this. A little bit of realistic contribution. You're a big boss. You're a big boss. I'm a big boss. Okay? We're both persons of substance. We both have a great deal of feeling. Maybe let's start here. But recognizing that there is something here to put towards. That's all I'm trying to hone in on, and I can't get an answer on that. It really comes down to 8 of Wands is in reverse. Until then, there is no communication. Until we have that level of confidence, and this is the direction I'm headed in, the communication's not going to happen. Not yet. No communication. No investment in communication. It's not right now. It's suspended. I'm sorry, guys. I can't. I keep pushing it, and I can't. I have a non-conclusive answer. The only thing I've seen by far is Aries, but that's when they stand in their power and get out of their comfort zone and say, I want to open up to this cycle. That's it. That's all I got. It's in your heart. You pack quite a bit in your vehicle for this person. You do. You would like to answer the call that is their Ace of Pentacles. But you have got to get comfortable with it first. If you know that you can't do that, then I don't want you to do it. Your love should be a natural expression, not a strain. Your love should be a natural expression of who you are, not who you're not. So you need to know if this is what you want or not. And then after that, take no excuse. That's it. And you choose to take no for an answer. After that. Have faith in your dreams. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. So for some of you, that is Libra season. And then look at the larger picture. Full moon in Sag. So the full moon in Sagittarius should be around the summer months. So that's June, July, somewhere in there. So there might be some energy here around summer between you two. And then, but I don't really see the scales tipping in that sense of relationship until possibly Libra season, which I know I've been seeing for a couple of folks. Surrender to the divine, the full moon. You know, I had this great quote once. I gotta wrap this up. I saw that, and this card, as soon as I dropped it, it reminded me of that quote, surrender to the divine, full moon. I heard this brilliant quote, and I think it was an author. So bad with names. Google it. Google it. You have Google. If you're watching this, you got Google. And this author, I believe he was a poet, I think. And I think he said, it reminded me of this. He was speaking as a heterosexual male. He said, if she reminds you of the full moon, you're fucked. And I never forgot. I guess you can't. It's like if she reminds you of the full moon, you're fucked. So I don't know why that was so special, but it was just, it had that weird sort of, there's some truth in that, isn't there? Because the full moon is the representation of the mysterious but the beautiful, the divine and the unknown. And whereas the sun is just so blatant and hot, and it can be so loud and bold, it's that masculine energy. But the moon energy is softer, it's feminine, it's more mysterious, and it comes in cycles. You never really fully understand the full extent of it, whereas the sun is always the sun. But the moon is in stages. It's like you'll never really know her stages. She doesn't make sense to you. You just know that she's beautiful. You're drawn to her. She represents the mysterious and the divine. You're fucked. So it's kind of like that. One of you associates, I believe, the other person with the moon. The mystery, the mystique, the phases. They're always changing. No, it's not. And that's the thing about the moon. It's never always changing. It has phases. It's predictable phases. So long as, even if it's phases, it's still phases. They're still predictable. The moon is. But I understand. Some of you feel drawn to this person like you're drawn to the moon. You can't help but look up at it, and you're like, why am I looking up at this moon? Your person's kind of like that, or they perceive you like that. But somebody, I believe, associates the other person with the moon, and it's like surrender to the divine. It's like surrender to that unknown. Surrender to that which you do not understand. And this is one of those inexplicably strong connections. In time, I think you two do more than just reconnect. I think that's easy. What I think for some reason you two become more sharply defined in future than you were in the past, I believe. Even if it's in the smallest of ways, it's still more realistic than it was. With real feelings and hopes in place. And understanding that we're working on the same thing at the same time in the real world. Not that we just have a bunch of back and forth, really hot, sexy feelings for each other, right? It was always more deeper than that. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh. D. Heart with the nurse's cap. Yes, we're handing the heart. Somebody is. Okay. Do heal. Do heal. V. M. The great white shark, Scorpio energy. Yes, I saw that earlier. And then the star. It's the small star. The simple wish, the simple hope, the simple desire. Following the stars. Trying to understand what is our star and our pathway in this life. Let's see, there's a jade, big dollar bill, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and then also someone might be marked here with success or good monetary gain. Somebody with a big heart, huge heart. They did show me a great deal of water orientation. There you are, honey, as the dragon. And I knew it. Some of you do legit. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Aside from Earth and Leo that I saw here, I just saw that very prominent Cancer energy, the chariot there with the crab. Some of you have very prominent Cancerian energy in here. And you don't always trust your instinct to be led by your heart. But there's so much in it, honey. There's so much in your heart. Not just for this situation, but for life in general. And all that it can afford you. You're starting to realize it's more than black and white, that we are a mix of both. Yes, you are correct. And that the heart can be the same way too. Yes. The heart isn't always black and white. It's a mix of both. Sometimes what we are so very, very attracted to can scare the shit out of us at the same time. Yes. All right. That's enough of that. You put in the comments as you see fit. Aries, honey, we'll check up on you in a couple weeks, and that will be the Intimate Tarot Readings, a channel favorite. All right, you guys, take care. Be well.